You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows like the one you're about to enjoy, visit electronicmediacollective.com. And now, our feature presentation.
Welcome to Grawlix Nights for the first time this evening. You've missed nothing.
Yeah. This is where, hey, okay, Boomer.
Trademark. Fox would be Fox. It's so funny. It's Fox too, because they would be the ones that would be like, "We want that. We own that now."
Yeah. Now this time I forgot to do my external recording, so now I'm recording my external.
It's all good. I just started a new recording because all that everything earlier is all trash. It's going away. Well, I wasn't recording the good parts.
Right.
Not that you missed anything, future listener.
No. Full transparency. We're not lying to you.
But if we had been streaming earlier, we have somewhat of a theme of news that is no news. Because...
and no news is good news.
That's a good point. And if you're just if you missed our little stream earlier anyway, and you're just tuning in, hey, me and Jesse, we're going to talk about, we're going to react to some news or non-news, a lot of non-news stories.
Yeah,
but you know what? It's an extra nerdy lineup of stories though, so probably like it.
Yeah, it'd be fun. It's gonna be fun.
It'll be a good time. Want a vape? That makes it look more devious.
It'll kill you. Yeah. Bathed in a haze.
Okay.
Deviousness. Devious haze.
And chat. Yeah, let us, and by chat I mean Paul, because you're the one talking to us right now. Let us know how the stream's going, like if it gets weird, if it weirds out on you again.
We mean visually.
I mean, it's going to be weird anyway.
It's going to be weird, yeah.
Hey, everybody loves Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because...
especially Baby Yodas.
I have a bunch of non-news about Star Wars things. The first being Star Wars reveals... Wait, did Star Wars itself reveal this? Star Wars reveals exciting role for Leia in the rise
pretty meta.
of Skywalker. Oh, interesting. This article on cinemablend.com has an affiliate link warning at the top. Why? Oh, because there's a well, no, but I was like, what are they possibly like affiliate link signing, pimping at us? There's a link to a 7-day free trial of Disney Plus. That's got to be what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Fine. That's
Which
cool.
is basically what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the Mandalorian to be like kind of wrapped and then just do my 7 days.
And then you're going to binge it, do the thing that streaming places are trying to get away from.
Yeah. The whole point of them putting it out episodically, I'm going to subvert that and just binge it.
They're all about subverting expectations anymore, so... Okay.
Yeah, so it's okay if I do it.
So this bit of non-news is basically... I guess this is kind of interesting if you're really into it. So, Princess... Or I guess it's not Princess anymore. It's General Leia. Mm-hmm. Just a bit of information about her role in the upcoming movie. And of course, they only have like 8 minutes of footage of her that they pulled from previous two movies, because she is no longer around to film movies. But basically, according to... Hold on, where's the person that actually said this?
Was it in a tweet?
Of course it was.
I mean, it's not news if it wasn't in a tweet.
Yeah. I totally lost it. Where'd it go? Oh, no. This actually wasn't. Oh, my gosh. This was it from a press junket.
What? Oh, okay.
So it was released. No. Star Wars revealed this. General Leia Organa continues to lead the heroic resistance, building back a fighting force after having suffered costly setbacks. Leia is also training Rey in the ways of the Force, for the galaxy still has need of a Jedi. So that's the big reveal is basically, you know, everybody kind of expected, I think, Luke to train Rey, and that didn't really pan out. So, yeah, she trains Rey in the Force. Paul says CGI takes over Hollywood. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to CGI her. If they only have 8...
No, they'll just get James Dean to do it. They'll just get James
CGI
Dean
James Dean
to play the role.
of
Yeah.
Leia.
Because, CGI James Dean, he'll take any role.
That is recasting.
He's not picky.
That is recasting I might be able to get behind. Paul says, but who trained Leia?
Well, Luke.
Yeah, I mean, presumptive. Yeah, yes, you have to assume.
It had to be. Who else is?
Or,
I don't know.
She don't need no man to train her.
No, clearly not. No.
She trained herself.
Yeah. I mean, she was married to Han Solo, so, I mean,
that's a trick.
You probably just learned some things.
You just learned some things. No training required. You just pick a few things up.
She just had to force the issue.
That's my reaction. Yes, on video, I can have a nonverbal reaction, and it makes sense. Okay, more Disney news. More Star Wars news. Baby Yoda? No, probably.
Not yet.
Disney Plus
Maybe?
is making a Jedi competition series. This comes from vulture.com. So basically, there's not a lot of information about it other than it's called Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge. And the article likens it most likely to Legends of the Hidden Temple. Legends of the Hidden Temple, you know. So it's probably something like that, you know.
This is like American Ninja Warrior, only Jedi stuff?
Yeah, probably. But I have a feeling it's going to be geared specifically towards kids, or at least that's the feeling that this article this very one paragraph article conjures when they mention Legends of the Hidden Temple and the aggro crag.
So if you can't do the salmon ladder, then you fall into the trash compactor.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I'm on board with that. We'll do that. The monkey puzzle. I don't remember the monkey puzzle. I do remember the aggro crag.
I want pod racing. It was the main reason to watch the first for episode 1.
You know, the thing is though, they'll do like some type of pod racing challenge, but it's gonna be so lame. It's gonna be so lame.
Probably.
Here's the problem with this.
It'd be like a paddle boat. Slowest possible analog for a pod racer is a paddle boat.
Did we talk about it on the last Grawlix live show about your Quidditch viewing? Because I want to follow up on that. But I was going to say, it'd be lame because it'd be like the idea of playing Quidditch in real life. It's like, yeah, that's fun, but nobody's flying around on a broomstick, so it's not really it's not the same.
Right.
How was that, by the way?
Yeah, actually, yeah. So it's surreal because it's very much a sport. Like, it's based on this like super magical thing, but like when you're there, it's a bunch of people playing sports. You just don't understand any of the rules. So it's like most sports, I guess. But
do they have brooms?
I don't know. They're like sort of. They have like not like a PVC pipe, but like that kind of material, you know, like a, I don't know, like a lightweight but super durable type of pipe. And you have to have one hand on that at all times. Otherwise, you can't do any of your other actions. So anytime that you've got like a bludger or the other balls, you have to have one hand on the stick and one hand on the ball. Yeah.
No comment. No obvious juvenile comment. My non-comment is more comment than I need to give it.
I can't. Yeah. But there's no other way to say it. One hand on the broom, one hand on the ball. I guess that's the other way to say it.
So, oddly enough, Quidditch sounds like a very manly sport.
It was like rugby. It was crazy. Like this one gal was, she was walking through the vendor area and she had like a legit fanny pack of ice on her back. And I was like, what happened to you? You know? And yeah, I watched a few. The snitch in the fictional game is just this little golden ball that flies around, right? And the game's over when you catch it, and it's worth a certain amount of points. So like if you're being outscored and you can't win by catching the snitch, then you don't want the other team to catch the snitch, kind of thing. But the snitch in this version of the game is a dude that just comes out and like will judo roll you. And I was like, holy cow, the snitch is brutal.
The snitch is you don't want to play prison rules if you're playing Quidditch.
And I think it was like a football flag or something. Like in order to get the snitch, you basically had to pull the football flag off of the snitch, and the snitch will like judo. He will judo throw you, and he must not be from either team. He has to be like maybe somebody from another team entirely. It's like, wow, it was crazy. It was crazy to watch, and I don't totally claim to understand it, but it was more fun to watch than I would have expected. And they really get into it.
That's cool. Yeah, I was very curious as to kind of how it played out. Oh, you moved around again, did you? Oh, we're going to start the jumping around. Jumping Jesse.
Get out, Jesse, and jump around.
Paul says, in real life, the snitch should be a toddler on a sugar high.
I mean, that would be pretty hard to catch.
Let's see. Okay, so this next story, this is kind of a lengthy write-up, and there's not a lot of actual concrete stuff, but it comes from Variety.com.
Okay.
It's basically DC plots future with Superman, Green Lantern, and R-rated movies. What is with
just in general, just
R-rated
We're gonna
movies.
make some.
Yeah,
We're just gonna make some.
So I don't get this. Like, we've seen it with Deadpool, right? Where a R-rated comic book movie comes out, makes all the money in the world, and then the studio is like, we should maybe make some R-rated comic book movies. Like, so this is in response to Joker. And it's like, well, you guys are already doing that. What are you talking about?
Right.
And this,
I was say they've done it exactly 3 times that have worked well, and that was Deadpool. Well, I guess Deadpool 1 and 2, but I'm counting Deadpool in general, Logan, and then, and Joker. And I still haven't seen it, so.
I haven't seen Joker either. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put a pin on this story and jump forward. Joker coming to digital DVD and Blu-ray just in time for the holidays. They are...
Oh, good. From what I understand, it's super duper dark.
They're rushing
so it's
this
perfect
thing.
For the holidays.
I was a little surprised, and there's not much to it, but they announced via Twitter that you can own Joker on digital December 17th and Blu-ray January 7th. So they're definitely rushing it out to hit, Christmas and stuff. But hey, I'm for it because I have not gotten a chance to see it either. I haven't gone to the theater yet. Paul says it's awesome. I mean, yeah, I was just super excited for it from the get-go because of how surprising the tone of it was. So, and I haven't really heard good things. So anyway, back to there's basically just kind of a lot of vague information from unspecified sources. Again, though, it's Variety, so they're legit, but there's not.
That's a little more credibility right there.
There's a lot of writing, but there's not a lot of like hard things to really grab onto. But basically, it sounds like, and this stems from earlier reports, is Twitter the new dailies? Twitter's just the new everything. What are you talking about? That's where everything comes from. Not even news, just everything now. But
it's really the only thing that Twitter's good at is being a source for news.
It is good for that, for sure.
Yeah. It's the thing that's keeping Twitter alive, I think. Is it's easily embeddable into any news article.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're smart to embrace that, too. They make it pretty easy to do that. But basically, and part of this stems from earlier reports, like, they don't know what to do with Superman, but they want to do something with Superman, and they're trying to figure out, how can we make Superman relevant? I'm guessing with Man of Steel, maybe not. I mean, those movies both did well, but the reaction, basically everything from their attempt to jumpstart their own cinematic universe, like, I don't think they understood what necessarily went wrong, because I don't think, like, for example, Henry Cavill, and maybe he doesn't want to do it, but I think he's a fine Superman. He's not responsible for the tone of the movies.
Right, exactly. No, last I'd heard, he's still down to do more Superman.
Mm-hmm. But it sounded like
he doesn't feel like he's hit it yet, because again, he's not in charge of it. Like, somebody else is writing all the things he has to say. Someone else is telling him how he's supposed to say them.
Paul says because immigrants aren't relevant. It's interesting.
Those space immigrants.
I mean, that is, if they wanted to. I'm glad Zack Snyder didn't do it, because it'd be so on the nose. It'd be disgusting. But, I mean, that's something they could lean into if they wanted to make something interesting, I guess. But
well, and they've tried that in the comics, and it's done. I mean, like, mixed results depending on who's trying it.
I mean, it is a stretch. With Supergirl tapped into that vein fairly well without going political. I mean, it's kind of political by nature.
Right.
Well, I mean, at its core, the issue, it's not, but it being an issue is. According to Variety, to help find a way to make Superman relevant to modern audiences, Studio Brass has been polling lots of high-profile talent. There have been discussions with J.J. Abrams, whose company Bad Robot recently signed a massive first-look deal with the studio. There was a meeting with Michael B. Jordan earlier this year. Apparently, he pitched a version for the character, but he is not ready to commit to a project since filming doesn't seem likely for several years. Blah 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 blah. Beyond Superman, basically, where's the interesting stuff? They kind of had new people come in at the top level who were like, they didn't approach basically, they're like, we didn't approach it right. We can't jumpstart our own Marvel Cinematic Universe by starting with the ensemble pictures. And it's like, well, yeah, duh. But
when they didn't, though, I mean, like they did the Superman, they did the Superman v Batman, they did the Wonder Woman, and then they did the ensemble, throwing a few new faces in, which should have been fine, but yeah. Honestly,
I don't know, though. I know it's not quite enough. Batman v Superman, that was trying too much. The problem is, like, they were obviously just trying to cram a bunch in to where it's one of those deals where, you know what, the story of this movie doesn't really matter because it's just going to set up our new cinematic universe. This movie is just a 2.5 hour long trailer for every other movie that's going to be a 2.5 hour long trailer for the next set of movies. Not that Marvel does things differently, and I'm glad that they like recognize this. Marvel at least like weaved their way into it a little bit smoother instead of trying to rush to it. Because yeah, they did Man of Steel, but Batman v Superman was obviously let's get to this as quick as possible, and it suffered.
Well, they were even like, look, Wonder Woman, boom. Before she has a movie, she's going to have a movie, by the way.
Paul is saying some kind of interesting things, but let the comic writers write. I mean,
I agree and disagree at the same time because sometimes sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends. Like, it depends on the writer, like, because it's definitely a different skill set to write. It's a different medium.
Yeah.
So it's a different skill set to write a screenplay versus a comic book's. What would you just call it? I guess write a comic book, but some of them definitely can. And if you want to do a story where the writer's maybe either not interested or that's not their skill set, then get somebody who's willing to like pull more faithfully from the material.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad idea. Okay, well, and there's a bunch
of consultation. Yeah,
it's an interesting article. When I repost this episode on the Grawlixpodcast.com website, there will be a link to this article. It's lengthy, but I'm in a way that I'm having a hard time picking out the good little bits of information, so I'm going to stop because it's stalling us. But oh yeah, and whatever, rated R movies, Birds of Prey, they're looking at maybe being rated R. The new Suicide Squad movie will probably be rated R. The only thing that, and this is a problem. A lot of the movies, they have a director I like. James, that's the DC movie that James Gunn went over to do, and
that's right. Yeah,
that alone is almost enough to kind of get me interested. But it's kind of like who knows what that's really going to turn into in the end. But it's like Ant-Man and Edgar Wright. I was pumped for Ant-Man till Edgar Wright left the project, and then I was like, whatever. I'll see it sometime. Paul says, those make sense for an R rating. That's exactly it. Like, don't just shoehorn an R rating on something that doesn't need it because they think that's what made the money. So Logan is still surprising to me, but Logan wasn't a thing where it was shoehorned. Like, it was appropriate for Logan and Deadpool.
And Logan was so uniquely its own thing, like it sort of kind of pulled from source material, but really it was just its own new story.
Oh, and the article also points out that Warner Brothers is looking for a lot more DC projects to put on the upcoming HBO Max, which is the new streaming service. Because,
right.
I mean, it seems like a lot of the stuff that was on DC Universe that didn't get canceled is probably going to go over to HBO Max. I think Titans and Doom Patrol are confirmed as going over there. And they are also looking at premiering some feature-length DC titles on there, but I'm guessing they don't know what that's going to be yet. And it also sounds like The Flash is still a thing that's going to happen with, what's his name? Ezra.
Really?
Ezra Miller, yeah. But that probably won't even start till 2021, so who knows if it's going to happen. Because he's currently filming the next Fantastic Beasts film.
Oh, yeah. Boy, speaking of, you probably haven't seen any of those, have you? The last one. The first one was fun because it was kind of an untested commodity or whatever. Mm-hmm. But then the second one, they decided, we're going to kickstart a really big story arc. It really felt like The Matrix in the way that the first movie was fine on its own. And then the second one, they were like, we're going to do everything. And it's leading to something huge. And it just wound up being confusing.
That's the
problem. And that's how the second movie kind of ended.
That's kind of the issue. It's a little bit different, but it's kind of the issue that we were touching on with Batman v Superman and DC's problem. And then other things, like they did that I think it was a World of Warcraft movie, to where that movie exists to launch a big cinematic universe. And it's like, you're not guaranteed that. Like, you
right.
Don't presume, rather than, and I guess it doesn't really matter to them, because if it fails, whatever, they're going to cancel it anyway. Obviously, they want a movie to do well. But if you want it to do well, make a good movie that is, it can set things up, but also should be satisfyingly self-contained. You're not guaranteed the audiences are going to dig that movie, so don't put all your baskets in. Or don't put all your baskets in one egg.
Don't put it in one egg, or you'll crack.
Still waiting on that Dark Universe movie or franchise.
right, yeah. Aragon.
Dude, what a deal.
Aragorn.
Think about like Johnny Depp. Speaking of Fantastic Beasts, he was in that last one, right? He was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, he's in both of them.
Dude, they paid Universal paid him, and I'm sure lots of the people involved a ton of money to sign on to this deal, and then it just gets canceled. What a sweet payday, man! Right? Like, I'm assuming right. Like, that sign-on deal still valid.
They'd have to pay him somehow.
All right,
unless it's just options. I don't know.
Paul says, Aragon, yeah. Oh, and also, didn't they do that? I guess not so much, but they had that D&D movie, and I don't know that they necessarily.
Oh yeah,
that was kind of before. I mean, I think Harry Potter was going on, but it was before the Marvel Cinematic Universe made all the money in the world, and everybody wanted their own. So, this could maybe potentially, the way it goes, fall into React at the reboot, but whatever. It's
okay.
Sequel. Wes Ball teases awesome. Very presumptuous of you, coming soon.net. You don't know that it's awesome.
Yeah.
Wes Ball teases awesome new Planet of the Apes movie. So this is not something I knew was happening, but the original story is not news. This story is simply a report on a tweet as usual, but I didn't realize that there was another Apes movie in the works, and
Yeah, no.
apparently they don't know.
Pretty much ended it.
Well, it's not known if it's going to be a reboot or a sequel. But it's to be directed by Wes Ball, who what else has he done? His directorial debut was on The Maze Runner. I don't know. I never watched any of those movies, so I don't know if it's good.
I never watched those either, no.
He was attached to direct Mouse Guard, based on the comic, the animated picture that was supposed to be, it was going to be by Fox, and then Disney bought up that stuff and then was like, we're not doing this, which is weird because I know Mouse Guard gets dark, but that feels like such a potentially good Disney property.
Right, at least in line with like their Pirates of the Caribbean type of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, he says on Twitter, I'm guessing he was asked.
On Twitter.
I'll say this about Apes. I grew up on the original and absolutely loved the previous trilogy. I would only do this if I felt I could offer something special while still honoring what's come before. Which, when he says it like that, I'm thinking maybe still reboot or like maybe soft reboot. We have something that's shaping up to be an awesome chapter to this franchise. And then he followed up with, it also doesn't hurt I'm friends with all the folks behind these movies. I'm guessing the previous trilogy.
Right.
That's the whole story. I told you guys this is the evening of nothing news, but that's the whole story. The main thing for me is I didn't know they were doing a new Planet or a new Apes movie.
All right, yeah.
So
I mean,
whatever.
If it's done well, I'll go to see it because I like those, especially those. You know, I'm not like a huge fan of the Tim Burton one, but yeah.
I still don't know that I've seen the third one, the third of the most recent trilogy.
Oh, it's so good. You should see it. Especially have you seen? You've at least seen like the first one, right?
I've seen the first two. Which one had Gary Oldman? Was that the second one?
Yeah, Gary Oldman had the second one. Yep.
Okay, then yeah, I've seen the first two, and somehow, I don't think I've seen the third one. God, that came out
Have you
years
seen
ago.
the original Heston?
Oh, a million times. I love the original Planet of the Apes.
Okay, yeah, good.
And even the first sequel.
So
was
War
pretty
kind of
decent.
bridges it in a cool way. Like
Oh.
War for the Planet of the Apes. It does a nice job of kind of bridging those two universes without being like a 1-to-1 type of thing. But
Interesting.
Like there's a lot of things that happen or start happening in War that that kind of sets it up.
So whatever this is, it probably wouldn't slot in between those very well, I'm guessing. Or maybe like...
Oh, maybe.
I was just kind of thinking of how they would fit it in there.
They could easily put it somewhere in between. But
Well,
I don't know who they'd be fighting with.
all I know is comingsoon.net said it's going to be awesome. So
Well, there we go.
let's continue on with more React at the Reboot. What time is it? Okay, we're doing okay, especially considering our setbacks.
Yeah.
React at the Reboot, although this is also more sequel. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids reboot may bring back a big name from the original. But of course it's
Who could possibly be a big name?
you know what? This is a world of clickbait titles, my friend. It's not who you're thinking.
Right.
According to cinemablend.com, director Joe Johnston, who directed the original Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, potentially might come on to direct this one. That's the big name. Like I said, oh, you jumped around again. Jump up and get down. Sweet. Oh, and then you jump back down when I moved you. Awesome. Thanks, OBS/Skype.
Sweet.
Oh, Melanie's...
It's times like these that I'm like, I should just do the still frame thing.
Melanie says, ah! It says Grawlix podcast said that, but that's Melanie commenting there.
Oh, yeah. Man, I really am jumping up there. I got like black bars underneath me and everything.
That's what, dude, it's been doing that the whole time. That's what I'm talking about. It jumps your whole...
Crazy.
It's it's keeping me on my toes. So,
Paul says that the big name that's coming back for Honey is the Ant. But he was in Ant-Man. He was Anthony, right?
oh my gosh. Who owns this property? Is this going to be Disney?
It's got to, right?
Oh,
They own the original.
oh, you're right. You're right. It's going to be that's the big news story. We're inventing it here. I mean, we're reporting it here. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is now a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's canon because I said it. Wait, I haven't said it on Twitter yet. As soon as I do, then it's news. No, so
Honey, I Shrunk the Rud.
so the new movie it's a sequel.
I do like that idea.
It's going to be called Shrunk, I guess. It's just Shrunk.
Mm-hmm.
They shrunk the title. Okay. Thank you, Melanie. She says you're both jumpy and neither one of you is on time. I asked the chat ages ago. Hey, Melanie, if you're watching on like your computer, wherever you're commenting on this video, there might be a little arrow thing. If you click it down, you might be able to switch somewhere under the video or at the bottom of the post. You can switch to comment as yourself if you want.
But if you're on your phone, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. This is all designed for phone, but I never use it that way.
Right.
But basically, it's going to follow, what was it, the son? Nick Schwalinski.
It's the baby, right? From
is
Honey,
it?
I Blew Up the Baby. I
So
believe so.
So that's like, it's all canon. The Honey, I Blew Up the Kid and Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, which is such a bad. Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I ever saw that one. I think that's the one I did not see. I was like, nope, I am done.
Okay, let me do a little sync of I'll do something here. It's either gonna fix the sync issues or make everything horrible.
Everything is terrible.
Made Jesse jump. Okay. But yeah, he basically he grows up and he's gonna be a wacky scientist like his dad. Hijinks ensues.
Man, it's just in his DNA.
But I mean, if they bring back the director of the original, that's at least interesting to me. That's enough to beyond the fact that Nick is the boy from the first one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's what Melanie says. Oh, I remember the sister screaming Nicky.
He didn't get type 2 from all that oatmeal pie that he ate. It was an oatmeal cream pie that they found. It was enormous. They're just like, we're gonna eat it.
That seemed.
And
I
then
know.
they thought that the ant was gonna kill him. Man, that's a movie I haven't seen in forever.
Paul H. Harder, another washed-up inventor. How dare you? I mean, that's how they played it. But dude invented a shrink ray. There's no way they're not insanely rich.
Yeah.
Even
That's
if it
acting,
malfunctions. That's acting sucker. That's inventing sucker.
That's inventing sucker.
God, it's really
He went to
jumping all
Juilliard
over the place.
or whatever is the equivalent for inventors.
What is the equivalent?
MIT.
Yeah,
Is
probably.
it MIT? I don't know.
All right, moving on to one last piece of React at the reboot /
Just
sequel.
allergies. Okay.
And a grow ray. You're right. Well,
That's true. Yeah.
a shrink ray is a grow ray. You just have to reverse the polarity. That's how science works.
Yeah.
Ask Doctor.
That's how Ant-Man works too.
That's the
How do you
doctor.
think that Hank Pym came up with it? It wasn't Pym particles. He just ripped off another Disney legend.
And that's how it worked in Leprechaun 4 in space. And that is a documentary.
That is a documentary. Jerry said so.
Yeah.
If you can't trust Jerry, wait, I don't trust Jerry.
He's a gnome, by the way.
Yeah. See, yeah, that's why.
That's why I trust him. I trust him.
I trust him for everything.
You're doing your Ace of Base impression tonight, apparently, according to Paul. I don't.
I saw the sign,
Did it open up your eyes?
and I saw the sign.
Halloween Kills. Halloween Kills star teases the nastiest movie in the franchise. Nasty. So, gee, where is this clip Where's this quote from?
Is it from Twitter?
It's got to be, right?
It's got to be.
Well, regardless. So basically, the guy who will be playing Lonnie, who I love that they have Lonnie in it because he's such a throwaway character. He was one of the little like bully kids in the original. And the guy's like, Lonnie.
Right.
I'm gonna do. I can't bleep myself because it's live, but Lonnie, get your ass out of here. It's funny. Anyway, he says, I don't think I could say anything about Halloween Kills except it might be the nastiest of all of them. It has some terrifying scenes in it. This is such a nothing story too, but it's Halloween. I wanted to talk about it. That's it. That's like the whole story. I can't say anything except it's nasty. I don't know if I trust random actor who's playing Lonnie, but
yeah, okay. Lonnie, get your act together.
What do you think he means? It's nasty. Brutal kills?
Probably. That's probably what he's getting at. Because what else is Halloween really known for?
Melanie says you two should do some robot dancing. It would look really cool, I think. Yeah, we must be choppy.
I think, but every time I try to, it puts me down in the corner. And all you can see are like my fingertips. Like every time I'm trying to do anything with it.
Robot spirit fingers. Robot jazz hands. Yeah, Melanie points out.
Don't mind me. I'm not an evil version of myself from the future.
Melanie points out. Doppeldroid.
Doppeldroid. Master Luke.
We're just... Listen, everybody, after Grawlix 100, the show's just going to turn into the Doppel Jesse show.
The Doppel Jesse show. It'll just be Doppel Jesse like berating people or
with his Doppel puppets and his Doppel droids.
Doppel-droid.
Poppelgangers.
Oh yeah, the Poppelgangers, yes. Remember the Popples?
Melanie points out nasty
now.
Nasty doesn't necessarily mean scary, just gross. Down and dirty, says Paul.
Or very, very political because she's such a nasty woman.
So are we... God, we are super choppy. That's got to be internet connection, then. I rebooted routers when we did take 2 tonight. So it's... What you want me to do? Can't do anything about it. If the audio
sound really good on the replay.
It's going to sound great on the replay. I'm recording the audio externally, which I usually don't. So, hey.
yeah, me too.
It's going to sound as good as a normal Grawlix episode, which is rare. Is the content as good? I don't know. Okay, well, let's...
I don't know, because all we do is react to how bad it is on the video.
Right, we've done a lot of that. And I ain't editing nothing.
No.
That's what you get for living in small towns. Yeah, I guess so. Trailers. Let's talk about trailers, and then let's get out of here. It's getting late-ish.
Yep.
I was looking at the trailers that come out this week. There were only really 3 that jumped out to me. I might have missed something, but Mulan, Black Widow, and No Time to Die. First, let's talk about Mulan. I had not seen this. I mean, I think this was the first trailer for it, but that's the live-action Mulan. And unlike some of the other Disney stuff, I have no attachment to the original Disney Mulan, so I'm fine with a live action one. Did you watch this trailer? What did you think?
Yeah, I checked it out because you sent me the links, and I was kind of skeptical because I'm skeptical of all these live action remakes because I don't really need them. But out of all of them that have come before, this one looks less like a 1-to-1 remake, and this one feels a little bit more like a historical period piece, which I might be more interested in seeing. I don't know.
Well, at least, I guess maybe you could say the same for Aladdin, but at least something like this where it's not lions, it's like human characters. It makes sense to do a live action remake, and it's not your typical Disney fantasy story in the first place. Right. I thought it looked good. Actually, it kind of looked cool, but it I've got I like that setting.
Sure.
Is it going to be in another? Are they going to have it in a foreign language though? Because it always really bugs me when I'm watching a movie where I'm like, none of these people should be speaking English, yet they're all speaking English to each other, and I'm like, it kind of just,
Right.
It's a weird thing. If they're going to do a version for China, I want to watch that version with subtitles because that'll make it feel more authentic to me.
Yeah, I could see that.
That said, I mean, I don't know if it's actually going to be good, but it looks well made. So,
Yeah. I mean, trailers are meant to sell the thing, and I think this trailer sells it pretty well.
but I honestly don't know much about Mulan. It's one of those. I mean, I didn't know anything about the story before Disney made it into a movie, and it's one of those that came after. Like, it was a little late for me to like it to be one of my Disney childhood movies. So,
Right. Holly really liked it, so I've seen it multiple times, but it's also not one that's necessarily ingrained in my memory. But it's a good tale, and I could see it being, if they take it a little bit more historically, it could be a good story. It could be a lot of fun.
I'm catching up on some of these comments. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Mulan is not a good comment, Paul. It's lame. That's a lame joke.
I mean, to be fair, he is in the right place for lame jokes,
But I mean, that I think is a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon wasn't super bright, but it does remind me of House of a Thousand Daggers. You know, the Rob Zombie kung fu movie. No, House of Flying Daggers.
House of a Thousand Daggers. Yes,
where it's just like insanely colorful. It has a very bright, colorful look. So that's cool to me. But what cracked me up is Melanie says, I want non-living action, undead action. You didn't spend enough time with kids. Well, that's exactly it. No, thank God. I didn't have to watch Disney movies that didn't particularly interest me and over again after I grew up and didn't have to watch Mary Poppins with my sisters over and over. Cinderella was okay though, and Little Mermaid's a good movie. Okay, Black Widow.
It's legit,
right? It's good.
Yeah.
Black Widow. I don't know what to think of this trailer, honestly. Did you watch this one?
Yeah. That's communism, sucker.
It's even got David Harbour. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. He's the Red Guardian. I think it's got some characters I really genuinely enjoy in it. So, I mean, I'll probably see it, but I don't know how much I really. I mean, that's the problem, is I don't know how much I care about a Black Widow movie going forward. This really is a movie that's like 5 years too late.
5 years too late? You glitched out a little bit on my end. I don't know for them, but
yeah. I think the movie is a little behind, which, I mean, has been the major criticism. I'm not saying anything new, that's for sure. But I think my attention has moved on since, Endgame.
it didn't really wow me. And, I love David Arbor, but like he shows up and his character, they're playing for like a goofy laugh. And I was like, I don't know. It looked okay, but it really didn't get me excited for it.
Right. Basically, Taskmaster is the main thing that I'm interested in, because I always like that character.
Yeah.
He basically can watch a person's fighting style and then mimic it perfectly just by watching it.
He's the ultimate Marvel movie villain.
Right? Yeah.
And
they've waited this long.
Right? And kind of perfect for, for Black Widow. If you're going to have somebody powered, that be the person to throw against a non-powered person. And then this one I threw in because it's a big movie, but I don't know. I know it's Bond's a little outside of our thing, but No Time to Die, new James Bond movie.
Have you watched? Are you caught up on all the
I'm
Daniel
not.
Craig Bonds?
I don't think I've watched the last one.
Spectre?
Yeah, I haven't watched Spectre.
I hadn't either. Ironically, I watched the opening sequence this weekend. This past weekend.
Oh, really?
My friend just fired it up randomly because he had new surround sound, and the surrounds. I'll admit the surround sound for the opening sequences of Spectre were intense because you have like a helicopter scene and the surround sound with Bose speakers. It was like I could feel the helicopter like in my chest. It was crazy.
Wow, I just realized, yeah, no wonder we're so choppy. We've dropped like 60% of our frames. What is going on today? What is going on today?
Is it our Skype connection? Is that the problem?
I don't know. It's just the internet. Paul asked, so is she the Phase 4 kickoff? Honestly, I don't think that's jumping. I'm sorry, I'm jumping back. That's Black Widow. I don't think so. Can't imagine. And Melanie says, Stranger Sheriff. I like that that's his name. Stranger Sheriff doesn't look right as a superhero. Yeah, and they intentionally like really kind of goofy him up, I think. No, yeah. I mean, I'll see Spectre at some point, but I've liked the new Bond movies. They're just not usually super high on my priority list. But It looked okay.
I would recommend War for the Planet of the Apes first. But, I mean...
I love me some Planet of the Apes movies, and I still haven't watched the last one of those. That came out how long ago?
Yeah. I would recommend it. It was good. Well, it came out at about the same time as a lot of other things, and it's just super high on my priority list, so I was like, I'm seeing it.
Okay, 2017. Old, but not as old as I was thinking.
And I was worried when I saw that Woody Harrelson was going to be on there because I was like, ooh, Woody Harrelson, man, he can be he just either nails it or does not.
Or he's just Woody Harrelson and it really can take you out of it.
Yeah, exactly. No, he was really good in this.
Movie's almost 2 hours and 20 minutes. Somebody needs to cut it into an episode and I'll binge that in a night. 2 hours.
Right.
I'll binge that in a setting, but 2 hour and 20 minute runtime on a movie, I see that. I'm like, no, I don't know what the difference is.
Right.
That's like when we, last season at GCU, we did Hateful Eight.
Oh, all those Tarantino movies, man.
We did Hateful Eight, and I was looking forward to rewatching it, but I was also kind of dreading it because it's such a long movie.
Mm-hmm.
But then Netflix did that thing where they released it basically as a miniseries, so it's like 4 chunks, like 4 hour long chunks, maybe 3. I don't know. I watched the whole thing in one setting. It's something about those.
Oh yeah,
the little breaks. It makes you want to keep watching. It's such a trick. Yeah. It's a trick. Eventually, movies are going to figure that out, and they're going to just start doing that.
Well, I think that's basically what happened with that Living with Yourself, that Paul Rudd Netflix miniseries.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could have easily binged that in a single sitting, easily, because they're like 30-minute episodes, kind of like Cobra Kai. But Cobra Kai plays a little bit faster and looser with it because sometimes they'll do like a 45-minute one. But yeah.
Okay. I just realized I didn't really have anything to say about Bond, but that's pretty much it.
It looks all right. This is the one that everybody's got outrage about because there's a female 007 or something. Yeah. And they may have even changed it. I don't know that they flat out said she's a 007.
They say she's a
he
00.
Comes up and says, yeah, are you a 00 or something?
Yeah,
so
but they don't
maybe
say.
They've already like changed that because of the outcry.
It'd be cheesy if they changed it because of the outcry. Well, maybe it should be the next one. Don't remind me of how long that recording was, Paul. Okay, so the next episode of Grawlix Cinematic Universe, it's our Friday the 13th special part 2. I recorded it with Paul last night. 3 hours long. 3 hours long. I have not even had time to touch it yet, and I'm so dreading having to edit this thing. I'm gonna do my best to cut down a slim version, and then maybe I'll put, because we basically spent an hour on each of the movies, so maybe if I can, I'll cut down a slim version, and then throw up the like hour long 3 hour long episodes on Patreon. I don't know. No promises, but that's what I'm kind of thinking I'll try to do.
That's probably a good way to do it.
Friday the 13th, man. You don't think you have a lot to say about those movies but I don't know, but you do. Some movies, it's like, I feel like I could talk about that movie more and the people that wrote the movie thought about it when they were writing it. You know what I mean?
Oh no, for sure. That's just a fact.
It's fun though. Those are fun movies to revisit. You know what else people should revisit if they haven't? If they have, no. You know what else people should listen to? They should go to grawlixpodcast.com or look up Grawlix Podcast on their favorite podcast app of choice and check out the most recent episode, Grawlix Podcast number 100 pre-show. Number 100. It's finally here.
It's good.
Almost.
It was a good show, though.
It is. I liked it. I mean,
just like tonight, we talked a lot about Star Wars.
We did, and it's so weird. That's not our thing. That's not our wheelhouse. But you know, speaking of,
but
movies,
ironically, like once a year, we kind of do. You know,
there are certain movies, Star Wars movies, or maybe like the Planet of the Apes movies, or not Bond. Bond's out. Bond's not nerdy enough, but they'll come out. They're huge movies. Everybody's talking about them, and then I'll take like 2 years, 3 years to finally see it, and then we talk about it.
Right.
Star Wars is one of those. Take my time. I get around to it eventually. But I thought it was a super solid episode. It was a lot of fun. Melanie listened to that episode.
Whoa! What? A pre-show.
A pre-show. Melanie doesn't listen to podcasts, especially our podcast that she's on.
Right.
But she messaged me and she's like commenting on something, and I was like, listen. But yeah, she listened to it. I think initially because she wanted to hear the end. But
yeah.
Why would she want to check out the end? You'll have to go listen to it yourself, listener. Check it out.
The ending is interesting. It's not what we're used to. I don't know what you're talking about. I have a great laugh.
There's some oddness at the end of that episode. I was pretty happy with. I can't comment on it.
Break kayfabe.
Can't break kayfabe. Okay, that's all I got. What do you got? You got anything else, Jesse? You got anything coming up? You got anything exciting?
Nah, nothing that's really coming up in the near future. Just, I've got this weekend I'm going for another round of Thanksgiving. So yeah, and Christmas is coming up, so all the Christmas festivities. It's crazy right now. Life is just crazy because of holiday and yeah.
You've got another Thanksgiving
round? This was a nice little break. What's that?
You got another Thanksgiving round coming up?
Yeah, well, we're going out to Holdridge this time, so we're going to be way, way out there. It's like it's a couple hours just to get there and back. We'll spend most of the time driving there or back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have, I talked about upcoming GCU. I don't know if it was on this stream or not, but if it wasn't, Grind Bin Podcast, I was a guest on an episode this week. We talked about Black Mama, White Mama. What's that? You're going to have to go listen to the Grind Bin Podcast to check it out. But that was my 4th appearance on that show, and it's always awesome talking to Mike Wood. And
you were recently on Moose's show as well.
Oh my God, I was recently on Moose's Monster Mash. We talked for many hours, and he had to cut it into 2 episodes. I sense a reoccurring theme. It's because Paul takes super thorough notes, and it takes a while to get through those notes. But yeah, no, we talked about Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, both the originals and the racist. Melanie said something about sounds racist in that. Don't look at the comments while I'm talking. And the remakes, not the racists, although they could be racist. I don't think they are. And that was a good time. If you have never seen the Night of the Living Dead remake from 1990, I believe it was, directed by Tom Savini, the horror makeup master himself directed the remake of Night of the Living Dead. You should check it out. It's actually really good. But yeah,
I'm sure I saw it, but it's been a long time because I've probably re-seen the original one several times and probably saw the remake maybe once.
The remake doesn't get a lot of play, but yeah, you can. I think you can watch it for free on Tubi TV. Tubi,
Okay.
What is that? tubi.tv.
Right.
It might be free on there. If not that, it's Pluto, but I'm pretty sure it's Tubi TV. And worth a watch. Night was kind of racist. Was it?
Night of the Living Dead. Maybe. I suppose.
They don't ever go that way, which I appreciate, given...
I was say I think it seemed for the time it seemed actually kind of progressive.
Super so. Yeah, no, like pretty much our protagonist was black male, and that in this movie came out in the 60s. That didn't really happen.
Right.
But like the characters, like they never play the race card aspect in it at all. So that's kind of even better.
Right.
But yeah, Moose's Monster Mash. If you go to electronicmediacollective.com, as far as I know, that's the easiest way to find it. Well, I mean, so there might be the racism. There's the social commentary, but there's not like the blatant, nobody drops the N-bomb or anything like that.
Right.
Like it might be about racism, but they don't play it on it's not on the nose, which honestly is not really Romero's style. His commentary is usually pretty on the nose, but okay. Well, let's end this. Hey, I've been Randall Sylvie. You can find me, of course, on Grawlix Podcast at grawlixpodcast.com. You can also find me at randallsylvie.com or go to podedit.com if you need help with your podcast. And, on Twitter, you can find me there. How about you, Jesse?
You can find me on the Grawlix Podcast as well, which is at that same website. Or you can just kind of find all my other stuff. My hub is jessekiefer.com. That's JESSEKIEFER.com.
Branding. We know how to brand things.
Branding, yeah. You have that. You have a URL too, don't you? Don't you have a Randall Sylvie? Yeah.
Randallsylvie.com. That's not Randall with 2 L's either. But yeah. And like yours, it's kind of it's a portal to other places, but
right. I forget to use it. I should probably just use it more often because it's the easiest way to get to all the places.
Yeah, same here. It does auto update with like the podcasts I host. So if you ever want to see the most recent episodes I've hosted, it's always up to date. I've been guesting on a lot of podcasts lately, so I should like do a little manual work and add those to that too. But all right, everybody, thanks for joining us. I realized the stream was super choppy. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with that. I think it's internet connection, but honestly, it could be Skype, it could be OBS, or the streaming software. None of it's actually working very well tonight. So
it could be a cable. You just hit a cable at some point.
I can see Jesse though, and my computer has not gone down and refused to boot, so we're doing better than we were a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna end this show for real. I don't think I have the outro music. Jesse, you're still jumping all over. This is gonna be an unbearable video to try to watch later. Totally my connection, which sucks because I rebooted the router and the modem, so I did what I could.
It is what it is. We tried. That's the thing.
We tried.
We didn't let it stop us this time.